90-Day Fiancé. The other way couple Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten have been on the fence about where they would spend their married life together for the longest time. Sumit and Jenny have been a couple for more than a decade. One of the most loved couples in the franchise. There were many moments in their storyline where fans were convinced Sumit and Jenny wouldn't make it. Sumit was called a scammer. Jenny was ridiculed for dating a man who was literally half her age. At 60, Jenny should have lived in the U.S. with her daughters and grandkids. However, Jenny made the right choice by choosing her own happiness. Catfish Sumit loves Jenny dearly. He did not scam her or use her for a green card. Sumit didn't show any interest in moving to America. He never forced Jenny to marry him quickly. Jenny, too, kept defending Sumit whenever there was criticism of him. The couple proved all their critics wrong with their successful marriage. Jenny and Sumit have recently been in the news for revealing their youthful transformations. Jenny and Sumit met in 2012 when he added her as a friend on Facebook to play online games. Sumit worked at a call center where he used the moniker Michael Jones to talk to customers, and the same was the name of his Facebook page. Sumit became friends with Jenny on Facebook but continued talking to her while pretending to be Michael. She fell for his catfish persona, and like Sumit, Michael was 25 years old when Jenny was 55. They referred to each other as husband and wife in their Facebook posts. Sumit continued the act for a year, but eventually, guilt got the better of him. He told Jenny that he was Sumit, a 25-year-old man from Delhi. They decided to do a Skype call where Jenny saw the real Sumit for the first time. Jenny realized that the smart and funny Michael was just Sumit's extended persona. Jenny decided to forgive Sumit because she thought he was cute. Jenny was embarrassed that she was catfish. She didn't even tell her daughters about it. Jenny's daughters knew of the Sumit that their mom had fallen in love with. Jenny went to meet Sumit in India. However, Sumit never told anyone that Jenny was his girlfriend. Sumit introduced Jenny as his Facebook friend. Jenny lived with Sumit's family at his house. She became good friends with Sumit's mom, Sadhna, as well. Sumit's parents saw their son sneaking into Jenny's room at night. That's when they realized Sumit and Jenny were having a physical relationship. Once Jenny left for the U.S., Sumit's family decided that he had to end his relationship with a woman twice his age. Jenny was so much in love with Sumit that she wanted to physically be with him. She was making a big sacrifice by moving to India, but Jenny's visa was approved in Other Way Season 1, and she moved to be with Sumit. Sumit had not told Jenny that he had been secretly married to a woman of his parents' choice and had been living with her for the past few years in his parents' house. He rented a different house for Jenny to live in and spent time together with the American woman away from his family. Jenny was in for a shock when Sumit's wife showed up at her doorstep. Sumit's wife's father came there to tell Jenny that Sumit had been married to his daughter for 2 years. Sumit's in-laws wanted to take him to the police and Jenny too because she was with a married man. Jenny parted ways with Sumit and went back to the U.S. when he promised her he would divorce his wife for her. Sumit kept delaying the divorce for the longest time. Sumit also had to pay $20,000 in a divorce settlement. Even though Sumit was divorced now and free to marry Jenny, he kept delaying it. Sumit's hesitance made it seem like he was taking Jenny for a ride. He claimed he was scared of marriage. In reality, he was scared his parents would disown him for going against their will. Meanwhile, Jenny moved to India again in The Other Way Season 2. This time, Jenny stayed for good when COVID-19 restrictions stopped her from flying back home. She overstayed her travel visa and even thought of getting a missionary visa by becoming a Hare Krishna devotee. In April 2021, Sumit and Jenny tested positive for COVID-19 during the second wave in India. COVID-19 restrictions, including India's lockdown, affected her wedding plans. However, Jenny had sworn that nothing was going to stop her from marrying Sumit this time. Jenny and Sumit got married a few months later without his parents' knowledge. However, since India doesn't support dual citizenship, Jenny wasn't ready to give up her American citizenship. It appears Jenny still lives in India on a tourist visa and moves in and out of the country every 6 months to extend its validity.